We're very pleased to have with us today the 2011 PSRP Everyday Hero, Mr. Charles C.J. Johnson, paraprofessional, security advisor at North Dallas High School. C.J. Johnson is a guy who takes safety and security to a whole new level. C.J. was named this year's AFT Everyday Hero for taking dozens of homeless students into his own home. Mr. Johnson sees no boundaries between his home and his work as a paraprofessional security advisor. Over the years, he and his mom has taken in 38 homeless teenagers, as many as 4 at a time, and provided the steady environment they needed to succeed in school and in life. He requires them all to perform community service. That's the way you do. You teach them the right way. And one of his teens who went on to Oklahoma State University says that without C.J. Johnson, he would not be in college, and without Mr. Johnson, all these kids would have not survived on their own. Mr. Johnson. To quote Mr. Johnson, all these kids have different stories and different backgrounds, he says, but they all need a little guidance and directions, and that's what I've been able to give them.
What can I say? AFT, a family that cares. I want to give all honors to God, because God is in my life. You see a purpose and you see a need. You know, you don't just let a kid starve, or you don't let a kid sleep outside, or you just don't let your kids go without eating. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I also teach each one of my boys how to fish and also how to grow a garden. That way they would never go hungry. And you never know who you may meet when you're doing community service. Because I met a guy that paid for one of my kids to go to college while I was doing community service. I'm not going to keep this going. I'm not going to keep it long and everything. But I really appreciate a family that cares. AFT. I love y'all.
How does it feel to be honored for making a difference in a child's life?
The honor is just every day. It's an everyday thing. That's why I like the name the Everyday Hero, but I'm not the hero. It's the kids that come out of the situation that they are. They're heroes to me. Step in someone's life. The janitors and the teachers and the teachers' assistants and all the paraprofessionals, they stepped in my life when I was growing up. I'd never been camping, and they took me camping. I'd never been fishing. They took me fishing. My coaches I looked up to and everything like that was my father until my father came in my life at age 16. So this is my life, and I just want to give it back that if you need help, or if anyone needs help and everything, step in.
We have someone else with us this afternoon. Jeremy. Well, y'all give it up for Jeremy. See, we surprised CJ. And he good looking, y'all.
Good afternoon, everyone. I've been hiding in every corner of this hotel since yesterday. But it was well worth it. She said, I'm Jeremy Gonzalez, and I'm a proud product of Charles Johnson. And I'm here speaking on behalf not only myself, but the many other lives he's touched through the years. And for us, not only did he make an impact in our lives, but he created a strong bond of family that we'll never forget in a lifetime. So what kind of man is Charles Johnson? Who is Charles Johnson? Number one, he's a selfless man, very devoted man. He does what he does, not for praise, because he feels that's his purpose and it's just the right thing to do. This is a humble man, a man who finds his time of peace sitting lakeside with a fishing pole in hand. That is true. He finds joy just in helping others. I honestly believe that God created Charles to be the light for the youth that are in darkness. All he asks, he just gets the satisfaction of seeing us succeed. And I'm living proof. Okay, so for me, growing up, a role model only existed on TV. My mother, she worked day in and day out just for us to survive. And Charles came in my life when I was in desperate need of light. He taught me the difference between being a boy and becoming a man. He motivated me to bring out the full potential that I had locked away in me. And I owe him an unpayable debt for that. We honor him today of being a hero. I honor him today for being mine as well as many others, for being our light, our rock, and our captain that steered our ship of life in direction positive. So we say hero, nah, I say more like angel in disguise. So I want to personally thank you from all these people, Pops, Johnson, for saving my life.